What type of impact do you think having a woman of color as the new superintendent, for those who don't know, Dr. Laura De La Cruz, will have on our Lake Oswego School District schools?
For one, I think it'll mean everything to me and everyone up here. Just having someone on the school that's administration that looks like you, because at the moment the entire administration is mainly white, and that's incredibly problematic because those people while they're very capable people and do a wonderful job, they don't have the experiences that a person of color has. They don't have that emotional connection to it that they can push through their legislation or whatever their work. And just having someone who's gone through something that someone who's gone through the things that people at the bottom go through, they kind of speak for the people and speak for what the town needs instead of, because to be honest, having a white person talk to lecture Lake Oswego and to make the rules or whatever, they're only thinking from their own perspective and they're not thinking from mine. And that just continues Lake Oswego's problems. It just makes things worse for students like me. So in the future, I think it'll set the Lake Oswego onto a new standard and push the town forward into a better direction.
So, as someone who's had a one-on-one session with Dr. De La Cruz, I am so excited that she's coming to be the superintendent of our district. She is amazing. If you've had the opportunity to talk to her, her energy and her commitment to this district is so encouraging and honestly extremely motivating. I had this one-on-one session with her where she essentially just asked me a bunch of questions about what I perceive and my experience in the district and on the school board, and I had a really wonderful time talking to her. To see her at our meeting, to see her becoming already actively engaged in our community is amazing. And the fact that she's a woman and that I can see myself in her and that she's a person of color, it moves me, honestly, and that's pretty much all I have to say. She's incredible, and I think everyone that has talked to her, that has interacted with her, can also speak to that, and hopefully you guys can all talk to her soon.
So I can speak to this in two different avenues, one as a student and one as somebody who works on the DEI council. She's been at every meeting that she could. She's come to everything related to diversity, and she's looked in every one of our eyes and told us she has a commitment to that. And that, on one level, not even being a student, is exceptional to hear from any sort of adult in this community that has a position of power in our educational district. And from a perspective as a student, I know you guys are probably all sick of my stories by now, but I have one more. So in 8th grade, I decided I wanted to run for class president, and we had never had anybody but a white male class president before that point. And thanks to Slim Hudson, who graduated just recently, we did have somebody, but it wasn't me. My year, I got multiple people coming up to me and saying I couldn't be class president because I wasn't representative of our student body. And as a woman minority, there was no way I could help guide anything that the students needed because I could not understand what the students needed. And to that I say, look at our superintendent now. Those same students are now going to get used to having a woman and minority in a position of power who has a voice and who can stand there and say, I'm going to champion these things that once maybe this district didn't take as importantly as it does now. So from that aspect, to every young kindergarten girl coming in who is a woman and a minority, or just a minority, or just somebody who's never seen someone in a position of power, I want to say thank you to the school board, thank you to this district, and thank you to all of you for never letting go of that importance to us and fighting for that same mission forever.